Max, what's up, dude? Hi. Let me do one thing. Oh, I hate spammer things. It's so annoying. Hello. Happy Sunday. Autofocus, kick in. I have my neck beard going on. We've been camping. So I sound all like I've been in the woods and around campfires for many, many minutes. So hi. Hello, cheers. Ding. I switched up the Tama. I was recording all weekend, and I had to swap out the Gretsch, so I brought in the Tama for today. I got to move it out tomorrow for another session, but it's good to see you, dude. I hope you're well. Running through just basic eighth note, like 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 2, shifting the doubles around. And then we'll do some buzzes and stuff like that. Oh, the new camera, yeah. It's awesome, man. It's like, I don't know. It's a big boy camera for sure. There's a lot I still gotta learn on it, but it's beautiful. I love it. I know I haven't seen you for a while too. I hope you're well. I hope everything's okay. Good, and you're drumming. Are you gigging? Do you have some gigs this summer? Hopefully. I'm tossing around the idea with playing with people again. Not like I'm never gonna play with people again, but like live. I took some years off because the kids, you know, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm getting that itch. Getting the itch, the old itch, but I don't want to play like rock crap and all that stuff, you know. I don't know. We gotta see. But I'm definitely feeling that like excitement to want to play with decent players again, you know. So, all right. So now we're on the 1. I'm just trying to maintain, you know, the ride cymbal and all that stuff. I'm trying to sit up straighter too. Ugh. Camping destroyed my neck. I don't know. The kids like love it, but man, I'm definitely used to my bed, you know. So I like get out of the tent and I'm like, oh my God. Half of me is like just locked in a position that can't move. Help some friends. Nice. Yeah, I'm the same. If it's gonna help some buddies, yeah, I'm all about it. Basic, what's up? Jazzin. We're jazzing. How are you doing? Oh, nice. Jazz Fest in Finland. I'm going to, hold on, the camera's moving. I'm going to Jazz Fest this weekend in Scranton. The Electric City Jazz Fest is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I have some friends playing, so we're gonna go. We're gonna have like date nights, me and the missus. So, hugely updated my studio in acoustic way, back to my cave for next year. So no gigs. Nice, dude. I mean, we're always tinkering, right? It sounds a little more lively in this room. I took some of the rugs out because I was like, man, I'm adding a lot more reverb than I was, and that's pissing me off. So I brought back a little more energy to this room. So I'll probably be tweaking it this weekend a little bit. But what did you do? Because you just did a big overhaul to your room, probably like 10 months ago. Let me know what you did and if it's making a big difference. I'm just battling like, you know, do we just get a bigger space? I'm waiting until I know like exactly what I want, but it's just like I just gotta pull the trigger on it, you know, and stop. What's the word? Procrastinating. But basically, was any good jazz players there, or anyone that you were excited to see? I think there is. Man, there is a big band that's gonna be there. Like not a like a rockabilly band at our jazz fest. I think like Cherry Poppin' Daddies or something, or Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. One of those like from like when we were teenagers. Da-da-da. You know, one of those things is happening. One of those bands is going to be there, but bass player, what's up? Oh, it's good to see you. Yeah, bass player, I was just saying there's a jazz fest in Scranton this weekend I'm going to go to. If you want to drive down south another time. But my friend Neil's playing Friday night. I don't know where. He's that guitar player. He's fantastic. I could sit and listen to a good guitar player just like play like, you know, finger style and just them by themselves. If they really know how to play and like create a space, oh man, I could sit there all day and listen to that. But again, I'll have to check that out. I know the name. Hold on. Is he on Blue Note or no? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. American Pianist Mixing Jazz. Yeah, right. He's on Blue Note, right? I think my wife is like a huge fan of his. Didn't he just have a new record come out like, I don't know, like 2 months ago? Drummer was incredible. Okay, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. Just some shows with Matt Garska. Oh, okay. Different guy then. Well, maybe. I don't know. Jeffrey! Hi, dude. What's up, man? I'm on YouTube today, too, for the first time in ever. And honestly, Jeffrey, I was like, I don't care if anyone shows up on YouTube, but I haven't been live, and I was hoping to see you. How are you, man? It's good. It's good to see your name pop up, right? Yeah, I'll have to check him out. I'm thinking of someone else then. Because the guy, the pianist, I'm thinking, it might be the same person though, but let me know if he's on Blue Note or not. Because I'm not going to lie, like band names and certain artists, like I'm at that point with my age where I don't remember anything. I'm like, I'm not going to remember your band name. I'm sorry, but like, it's not happening. If I see like the album cover or if I hear the person or see him, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that person. They're amazing. But yeah, we're just working on buzzes today. Thought I'd be on this week. Nice. Yeah. Now, I'm streaming on Twitter and YouTube today, trying it out with different encoders. Not different encoders, but different settings, and seeing how it all works. So if you guys are on Twitter or whatever, I don't think I have the chat on. Still figuring it out because I don't know how to read chat on Twitter live. But we got YouTube, Twitch, and I want to get Instagram figured out. Probably this week. So when I go live, it's more, I love Twitch and everything, but, you know, I think more my drummer people are, you know, on Instagram and YouTube and stuff. So we'll be going to all the places. Agent, how are you doing? No spoilers. Yeah, we might go do Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool, whatever, today. So I've avoided a lot. I might take Oldest Boy. We'll see if they're good at church. If they come home and they were monsters at church, they ain't go. Well, the one isn't. It's touch and go. All right. So yeah, for those of Jeffrey, you haven't seen the new. This is one of the new kits. I got the Gretsch kit. It's over. I just took it out, but we also got this kit. This new Tama. Star, I wanted to say Star Classic, but a Star Maple kit. And man, does it sound good. It sounds lovely. Rim shots. Yeah, for the bad kids. No, we did camping. That's why I sound super nasally. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But we were camping, and I was by campfires for probably, I don't know, however many hours. And yeah, so I'm just all, I sound like I was smoking cigars all weekend. I wish I was. That would have been nice by the campfire, but I wasn't. Absorption boxes, wall of Hasphere. Oh, okay. Helmholtz resonator box. Dude, Max, thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Is it making a big difference? Like, do you notice it, like, hardcore? Because, man, like I said, I took a rug out from up here, and it's already like, whoa, the room is super more, like, energetic. So it's fun to experiment with it, depending on the sound you want. My friend, your close friend is making crazy acoustic prototypes and testing them. Oh, man, you got a guy. You got a hookup. I got an acoustic guy. Yo, I got a guy. That's awesome. That's super cool. Because messing around with acoustic paneling and, you know, treatments like that can be pricey. So if you got a guy, that's awesome. Been busy with my son and summer stuff. Totally exhausting. This is another new kit agent. Yeah, I have a problem. I have a problem. No, while I was waiting for the Gretsch, you've seen the Gretsch kit, the new broadcaster, the green one. I went down to Pocket Percussion, and I'm not gonna lie, Keith was like, I took one of the Gretches down, and I was getting rid of it, and Keith is like, "Hey, well, you should try that. You should play it." He had this kit up high on the shelf, right, so no grubby kids could touch it. And I was like, no, I got my new kit's coming any day. It could be here tomorrow or in a month. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna play it. He's like, you should play it. And I was like, no, he's being a salesman, right? And so I was hanging around the drum shop. Other people were coming in, we're chatting, and we I don't know, we ended up right under this kit, looking at this other kit. And he's like, Dan, you should take that down and play it. I was like, no. And he's like, you really should, because I know who owned it previously. And he's like, you should check out their tuning, because it's just a beast. And Tyshawn, he just won a Pulitzer Prize for music, by the way. So this was his kit, and I was like, no. And he's like, just put it down. So he took it down, and I was like, fine. And I hit the kick drum. And I was like, oh, man. And then I'm like, fine, we'll set it up. We set up the toms. And I was like, oh. Man, this sounds so nice. And he's like, do you want to play the snare? I'm like, yeah, go get the snare. So I went home, and all I thought about for like 3 days was this kit. I was like, God, that kit sounded so good. That kit sounds so good. And then I think I went back down and got it like 3 days later or 2 days later. I didn't last long. So this was a have to have it kind of kit. So yeah. Never heard my drums and cymbals sound like this. Nice. That's a hardcore difference? Nice. Then your friend knows what he's doing. That's cool. Yeah. An acoustician. That's what we call them. Or at least I call them. Someone who just goes in and like scans the room and listens and does, they have all these programs that finds room modes and, best listening spots and, where to correct all the things and keep it lively or deaden it. And just like, those people are mad scientists, in my opinion. They're so cool. So, heard of Acoustic Sciences. Yeah, I mean, there's some great ones out there for sure. If I had known it was Matt on drums, I would have been there 100%, but I settled with local jazz fest. Why? Regret? No, you're always where you're supposed to be, right? Always where you're supposed to be. Real nerd guy. I'm just playing drums and trying to do better year by year. You could do stuff with mixing and prepping sound like you do, but super inspired. Dude. Finding, you get to the point when you're in this like realm where you realize like really fast how important your room is. First off, the most important thing is how you're drumming, right? How you play and how you play to the room. You can't play the same in every room. That's huge. And I'm sure you're playing now different because of the reaction that you're getting from these new sounds, right? You just play different when everything's set up right. You're hearing your instrument correctly, and your brain can distinguish, what's going on. When you have a really busy room, all these frequencies come into your ear, and it's really hard for your brain to, do all this real time. What's it called? Like just correction, like frequency analysis. So if you can focus up the energy in your room, man, it's like calming the water of the ocean, right? It's so much more easier to play. You're not fighting anything. So, and then putting a microphone up is super easy because you're hearing, the microphone's going to pick up what you want it to pick up, not all this extra craziness. So it's so important to have a good room with a good drummer. The gear, yeah, obviously gear is important, but those are the two like huge things. Making my drum mix for YouTube live stream. Nice. Man, you got all the guys. Mag's like, yo, got a guy. I got a guy. Got a guy. All sopranos. My acoustic guy. I love it. I gotta get some more guys. No, I'm trying to find a good analog repair guy, someone that works on analog gear in my area, but I don't want to go to New York City. Might have to though. Speaking of, we'll start playing here in a second. We got the replacement grandchild tube compressor came, so we got that set up. Everything is perfect. It sounds great. So thank you to Sweetwater. I called them up and they were like, oh yeah, it's a bad tube. Just send it. We'll send you another one. So they're fantastic. Said you're doing buzz rolls today. Actually explain how you create the sound. I always have trouble in sustaining the buzz. It fades between strokes, if you get what I mean. 100%, yeah. Did you get it? Yes, I got at the drums. Yeah, hold on. I got to show Jeffrey really quick. The drums from Portsmouth, yeah. And I think my, I don't know what's going on here. My robots are mad at me. Should all be connected. Oh my God. I'll see. Hold on, guys. Let me go grab a tom so I can show Jeffrey. And I think I might have to reprogram my robot. I think I pissed it off. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna find my analog guy. Me too. Here, hold on. Let me grab a tom. Yeah, I think we'll have to. You guys will have to give me a minute while we reprogram the robot here. I don't know. Maybe something came unplugged. Here's the tom. I don't know. Is it focusing? It's still on my face. Cadillac green gloss. So it's a gloss lacquer finish. I'm trying not to let it autofocus my face, but it's beautiful. You can see the silver sealer inside there. Play a little bit. Hold on. It's a little out of tune, but beautiful kit. It's fantastic. Do you guys mind if we do some programming? Do you want to have a little nerd moment? And then we'll get practicing. I'll show you the buzz thing. We'll start with that basic. So this new camera, I'm using this app, the Idlecrone app, and it's like you don't have your thing hooked up, and I most certainly do. So let me just do this really quick. It must have like caught a wire or something and unplugged maybe. I don't know. We'll do it really quick. Hold on. Da, da, da. So we do this. Oh, that's cool. It like reflects. So there's all of our things. Gotta connect them all, pair them together. Boop, 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 boop. Will it connect? Let's see. Azibi, what's up? All right, so this is our first pose. So we'll save that one. Actually, let me make sure the lens is working. You guys are gonna go for a ride. So hold on to your butts. So it's learning the lens. There we go. We're zoom, tele. All right, first key pose. There we go. We'll do the next one. We'll do like this. We gotta do 6 of these, so yay. That's good. Got that key pose. Then we'll do a wide shot. That looks good. All right, we're gonna go for a ride. Da, da, da. All right. That looks good. And then we'll do a zoom in one for the rolls. Hopefully it'll focus up. Probably won't, but we'll hope for the best. Then we'll do that. All right. That looks good. All right, don't disconnect, please. Be a good robot. I swear, I feel like Tony Stark sometimes with like the dummy robot, right? We do have a local community college I can donate him to. But all right, so basic for buzz rolls. I'll show you what I do. Basically, all right. I'll show you traditional grip and matched. Had a brain fart for a second. I'm going to be doing them today with traditional grip, so I won't show you that, but I'll start with matched. I basically, these are the 3 main ones, right? Just practice for me, it's throwing the stick down, obviously you know that, but instead of letting it bounce, I push up and apply back pressure with the middle finger. And then you release. So it's like a push and then a release. So throw, push, release. And I kind of rotate the stick depending on the sound. And like how much you want it to roll. No, or buzz. Because if you just push, it chokes, right? And that's what a lot of people do. You can use the back fingers too, but I find that it mutes it quite a bit. And I want the stick to like be very energetic and like, you know, the timbre of the stick. It's a lot more open. So if I'm releasing the buzz, I let the stick go. But today we're going to be doing traditional grip buzzes. So this is that like I'm pushing in with my thumb, I guess, like pushing down, throwing, and then like releasing it. I'm gonna practice like, I don't know, I call them, I've heard a couple different things, but like digs, presses, and it really determines where your fulcrum is, right? So if your hand is, I don't know, like too far back, you're gonna get very like drop heavy release, right? Yeah, it's not that I release the middle finger, but I just don't push. You know, there's a point where you're throwing, right? You're dropping the stick, right? So the sticks gonna keep coming up. You're gonna throw down, press up, and then relax, right? Depending on how long you want it. Obviously, if you do it in the middle of the drum, it's a lot harder, but that's very conventional for concerts, symphonies. Everyone always thinks they play press rolls on the side. No. Symphonies, orchestral snares definitely have like a very thin symphonic head, like a fiber skin or something, or a skin tone or something, calf tone, and play in the middle of the drum for sure. A lot of people, though, it's easier to play on the edge because there's more tension, especially by a lug. If you go in between two lugs, it's a little more open, but I would practice, if you can get a lot of buzzes in the middle of the drum, then you're good. That's the key, is getting a good bounce going and not choking it, right? Get out of your own way. But it's how long you press and when you release determines the force of the roll, like the tempo, what subdivision you're doing it in. If you're doing like a quick, you're barely pushing up because very quick, but that's what I'm going to work on, is combining comps, right? You know, like buzzing with comps. That's what I'm working on and mixing them together. So we're starting off with just like basic doubles, but then we're going to work on buzzing the first note, and then we'll work on buzzing the second, and then shift it around and see how it interplays with the toms. So I think that'll help. Yeah, if anything, if there's one rudiment that you should be like working on the most, I don't know if they say there's like one exercise that helps you with everything that you're trying to work on, buzz rolls are the gateway to having good everything, in my opinion. Good singles, good doubles, good flams, because that constant, when you're doing a buzz roll, it's the only time in drumming where you apply, like, honestly, some force and some pressure. So this thumb muscle here, whatever this is, I don't know, call your doctor. And this top one here and back here, if you pinch your 2 fingers here, right? The nerve that these are connected to, like your funny bone nerve and all that, they're different. It's on a different whatever thing. These are on a different group of nerves and circulation things. So these muscle groups, it really strengthens these, which your control and your dexterity is going to really increase in your grip on the stick. It doesn't seem like a lot, but yeah, just working on buzzes and doing those, like, it's little reps, right? But it's longer reps than just playing like doubles or just singles back and forth. So they're a great thing for you to work on. How's the camera look? Still good? We're still working, robot? You still good, dummy? All right. So we'll start with, I'll go back. I'll show you what I'm trying to work on. We'll do just like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And I'll try to buzz 1, like, whoops. But I'm pressing. You know, I'm muting the snare a little bit for the sound with these, because I feel like if you're buzzing, you have that open. I want to hear that kind of snap. But yeah. Anyone ask questions? Please keep asking. It's harder than, that's what I mean. I gotta work on these. So let's do snare, so single buzz. So we'll go 1 buzz, 1 and, 3 and, right? It's hard. Hi. Practice session. Azibi, I saw you on YouTube. It's good to see you. Hi, happy Sunday. And Clam, good morning. I see you were using the fulcrum technique. Always, always, always. Everything in life is a fulcrum, right? Pretty much. Yeah, definitely, 100%. If you're not using a fulcrum, anything with drumming, are you really drumming? You know, you really drumming, bro? Austin, good morning. I missed you. How you doing? You was in the YouTube. How did it look? I think I'm trying different things. I think I have it set to AV1 on YouTube. It might look a little crispier over there, or it might look worse. I always find YouTube looks a little worse. So I'm doing different encoders for Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube today, just to see. Right? I'm trying new things. My underwear's not showing, is it? I don't want anyone seeing me in my underwears. So does that make sense? So like, I feel like that's a common thing, like a snare buzz, right? Now this is where it gets weird. I would probably play something like that. 1, 2, 3, right? Like have that like dig in there. But if I did, that's so weird. That's going to be an issue, especially on the one and, or so it would be one and. I gotta think of it musically, right? You gotta approach this. This is a comping conversation. Just how we use different words and how we take syllables and emphasize and do like certain things. Yeah, ZB, it's all good. It's all good. It's like having just, again, the ability, it's like your conversation grows the more you mature, right? So this is like a new word for me. I think the hardest thing is like hitting that buzz and then closing it up, right? Winter, hello. I was gonna say, I recognize your name. How's it going? Happy to see you this morning too, Clint. Yeah, happy Sunday, guys. It is Sunday, right? Yeah, it's Sunday. I sound super nasally. We were camping, not like far. We just did like, we live in the woods. So we went out in the woods close to the house and camped, made a fire. But like, my nose is like campfire smoked, right? It's inhaled a lot of, you know, if you're camping, the wind shifts and you're like, so my nose is like, have a new work schedule, but I got a chance more. Nice. I hope work's going well. Yeah, we're in summer mode. That's why I'm like, I don't know what day it is. The kids are here every day. I don't know what's happening. We got a month left until we're back to normal. Less than a month, actually. But so I think that's where, if I'm playing like the first beat of the two, buzz in, right? Because when you're at a buzz and you're nearing the end of it, your stick's basically at the stop of, or at the drum, so you gotta lift it up to do the and. Whereas if you're playing just, you know, your stick's already in motion. It's hard for me. I'm noticing though that my second note, buzz, right? Sometimes I buzz that, so it just turns out to being like, which is absolute garbage. I'm just gonna practice because I don't think it sounds good. I don't know, like the buzz or the buzz tap. It would do something like that, right? I'm gonna shift. So the 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's shift that around. From Japan on YouTube. Let's go. Hi, good night. Man, that's right. The world is such a small, but also such a big place. Have a good sleep. I appreciate you. Thank you. want the buzz to like complement like the ride and like the sustain, right? And like in between. Do you want it to be an open one? Or more closed? Yeah, there's like so many things you could do. But again, I want it to be like talking, right? Like. Max, I love you, dude. Thank you. That's awesome. Now, let's try that. So let's do buzz rolls in different subdivisions. So that means like quarter note buzzes. 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes. Triplets. Obviously, different tempos are going to let you pull off certain subdivisions well and others not so well, right? If you're playing super slow, you know, quarter note ones are going to be lame. But if you're playing really fast and you're trying to play 30-second note buzz rolls, like little bonker doos. So let's say you have like a whole note or a half note with a buzz through it. It's your job as a drummer first to see like what subdivision the song's in, right? If it's a jazzy song, it's probably gonna be in triplets. So you might want to try to hit a triplet subdivision, right? If it's a up tempo, or swing eighth notes or something like that. If it's, you know, sometimes a straight eighth feel in a jazz subdivision can feel cool with a buzz roll. So it all depends. You really have to use your judgment on what subdivision to play the buzz roll in. That's the biggest thing with me and other drummers that I've noticed over the years. When I say play a buzz roll, they just kind of like start mashing the sticks around, but they don't really realize that there's a root. Got to figure out what subdivision you're playing in and then buzz accordingly to that. And that's where like the feel of your buzz roll, how long you're squeezing and releasing, all that is going to go into play depending on tempo and subdivision and feel. So we'll start with just kind of a back and forth to, you know, nothing crazy. I'll slow it down a little bit. God, this kit's good. God, like, it's just so good. I'm waiting on an order from Remo for diplomats and an ambassador for the Gretsch kit. The Gretsch kit still has the stock heads on it. And it sounds great, but they're all ambassadors. I really want to open this kit up with some diplomats, some thinner heads. Because I have a feeling it's going to just, woo. Because I still have a Power Stroke 3 on the Gretsch, so it still kind of sounds like doosh, doosh, doosh. You know, still a little funky. But this is a ambassador and a smooth white on the front. And diplomats all top and bottoms, coated clear. So this thing is it just sings so much. It's just so good. Loki, hello. Hi. Thank you. Appreciate it. T-bone. Yeah, get the paradiddles going. So here's food for thought. These buzz rolls. This sucks so bad right now on my left hand. It's like buzz, but when you're playing it, you can obviously think of it like if you're staying on the ride in a jazz sense, right? And you can buzz in between each note. Mix them up. You can do quick buzzes or like just even diddles. The diddles are more clean, right? If you pay attention to the subdivision. The buzzes sound a little more like tense. There's some tension in there and like aggressive, erg. The diddles sound a little more light, a little more like floaty, right? Da 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 da. Paradiddles is a fun word. Yeah, drummers have a lot of weird words. All right, here it does. Radamacues. But it's fun to think about, right? Like if you could take a buzz roll. I don't know what that was, but you get the idea. I'm getting ahead of myself. Buzzes faster than diddles. Yes. Well, not technically like as far as tempos goes, but more notes per hit. Definitely. The Bluetooth speaker has a delay, or your setup is so clean. Headphones are almost a must. Oh no. Let me know. Hopefully there's no delay. I hope not. That would suck. Let me know if anyone else has a delay. I gotta focus in on buzzes. We're not doing doubles. Take a quick break. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's just that speaker. My truck is like that. Ultra. If I'm on, let's say Bluetooth, don't watch videos when you drive. But sometimes like I'll catch up on. There's some great like YouTube, like tutorials or just like long form like. You know, here's a Sony FX3 advanced technique thing. It's like 2 hours long. So if I'm driving, I'll put it on, right? Just to listen. It's not like I'm watching it, but if I do look down or something, like the delay from Bluetooth is just like awful. So I don't know if there's a way to adjust that, but I usually just end up plugging it in, you know, and go directly from the phone. But Sky, hello, how are you doing? Cheers, guys. Good morning. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Pennsylvania, like sunny. It's gonna start getting hot again. I think like in the Midwest, parts of that are supposed to get crazy hot again. So everyone just enjoy the week. I don't know how Europe and the rest of the world is, but I'm assuming hot, unless you're in Australia or South America or Africa. In that case, I envy you. I want to come where you live because I hate the heat and I want it to snow. I don't know. Snow gets a bad rap in cold weather. Everyone's like, oh, but I love it. That's why we camped Friday. No, Saturday. What day is it? I don't know. We camped now because it was cool at night. It was down in the 50s. It was perfect. The worst is to go camping when it's super hot and humid and you're just in that tent, like baking and you're just sweating and it's nasty and the bugs are trying to murder you. It sucks. But yeah, everything's good here, Sky. Working on buzzes today and just kind of moving them around the kit and becoming more in control of them. And that's easier said than done. There's so many things we can practice with this. But I'm trying to work on them without tension, you know, like if I come up to them on a fill or something, I don't want it to be like real stiff. I want them to feel just like really smooth, really natural. And right now I'm trying to work on my traditional grip buzzes. It's easy if you're just playing like a buzz roll back and forth, right? But if you're trying to do like buzz, stop, like learning the positionings and all that, how much tension to apply, when to release. That's where I'm at. So it's a little tricky for me personally, but I love how this room sounds. Like I said, I took one big rug out and some of these side rugs, and it just sounds super, I don't know, sounds a little more alive today. So I'm really enjoying it. Maybe it's just this kit. Nice. Like below Penn State and all that. Down to 15. T-Bone, I did a year at Mansfield University. So that's like probably if you take all the way up north of you. And we used to go down to Williamsport. There used to be a mall down there. Oh, York, right on. Yeah. Yeah, we used to go, I don't know. There was a like Cumming Mall. Was that it? I know there was a mall in Williamsport or something. And I would get super excited because Williamsport, my band, when I was in Mansfield, we used to play this place called, I don't even know if it's still there, but I just remember, the Bullfrog Brewery, the Ruger. The Bullfrog Brewery in Williamsport we used to play when I was in college. And we used to play at Penn State, the main campus, quite a bit, like, I don't know, frat house parties and stuff like that. So that's my central PA knowledge. But yeah, you got like Harrisburg down there, Hershey Park. I think the Foo Fighters are coming, or maybe they were already there. I know JT and all those, like Hershey, the theme park has a big like amphitheater. So the bass drum has so much release to it. Yes. Here, I'll solo so you can hear it. I moved the mic. I didn't even check phase. It could be out of phase. But it sounds fine. Brewery. Probably not. Definitely. Definitely Jazzin. Yeah. So there's nothing in the kick drum. It's a closed here. You know. Let me just do this. It's a closed kick drum. Move. That's our kick drum setup. So it's got an R92 ribbon mic on it. Sorry, what's up? Cool Ranch. You know what we had when we were camping? Lime something like tortilla chips. Ugh. They were sour and gross. Like chili lime or lime something is nasty. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. It is. It's just the same thing as Cool Ranch. There's no difference between the two. They are the exact same thing. Cool Ranch are nasty. We got smooth white head on the front, ambassador on the back, and there's a small piece of felt on this side on the very bottom. You know, you're so bad. How's the weather? It's better. It's supposed to be hot this week. It's gonna suck this week. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be so grumpy. So grumpy. It's supposed to be hot and gross again this week. You switch kit again? Yes. So I had the Gretsch kit here last week, and I brought the blue Tama. I recorded a lot, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with the old Tama kit, and took that away yesterday and brought this one out last night. And so we're going to give this one a go for a few days. It's good to go between them. You know, they're all different. They all make me play differently. So, yeah, it's good to move them around. Mosquitoes are the worst I've seen this year. I have to wear pants. Ugh. Yeah, that's every year to me. That's how they are. Do you attract the bugs? Sorry. Because I'll go outside and instantly it's just like gnats and mosquitoes. And I shower. I'm clean. But like my kids and wife will be there. Like nothing's around them. My youngest, he attracts them like I do. So I don't know. Like if it's our blood or whatever. But they just go to me like crazy. It sucks. It's the worst. Because I'll go on the porch for like 5 seconds. And I'm instantly like sucking them up my nose, and they're in my eyes, and dude, I hate them, you know? Yeah, they cling to you immediately. Yeah, it just sucks. Mosquitoes aren't, like, at certain times of the day, the mosquitoes are worse, but gnats. Like, any time of the day I go out, there's gnats everywhere. I hate those things. And we live by a river, so it's just like, it's like constant, so... When have I showered last? I showered yesterday, last night. Yeah, we were outside a lot, so I'll shower after this because I'm not doing nothing the rest of the day. We're chilling. Maybe I'm like, I want to go see Deadpool Wolverine. No spoilers, please. But I don't know. Like, part of me is just like, I just might wait until it's out because I hate going to theaters. I hate people. They just ruin that. For me, you know, they just ruin movies. When you go there, everyone's like, oh, and like on their phone, talking, like they're just the worst. And I kind of want to enjoy the movie, but going to the theater, it just sucks. Like, I don't know why people want to go to the movies anymore. It's the people just have no respect for their fellow movie watchers, you know, just everyone's in their own world nowadays. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? I throw stuff at people. I really do. My wife gets mad at me, but like if people are on their phone, I'll like whip popcorn at them. It's dark. They don't know what's going on. I totally do. I'll kick their seats. You know, the movies. Sometimes I've like had people like get up like really quick before the movie's over and leave because they're like, oh my god, the person behind me is such a jerk. Yeah, get off your phone. They're on like full brightness with like their iPad. checking like their Twitter every 5 seconds. I'm like, no one's messaging you. You have no notifications. You know, like no one cares. Just put it away. So just watch a good sound system. IMAX is the only reason. Yeah. Rent out the place. Yeah, for sure. You guys shot and killed in Florida. Oh my gosh. People need to chill, you know? Put your phones away. Enjoy the movie. There's no reason for a phone to be in a movie theater. That's all I'm saying. You know? If your life is that crazy, just don't go to the movie theater. Florida man. Oh man, I love it. World's worst bassist. Oh my gosh. The alt accounts. I love it. Everyone in Florida died. That's Florida. I'm not a fan of Florida just because of the climate. Every time I've been there, like I just get off the plane and I'm like, I am so uncomfortable. I don't know. It's just not for me. California sucked. I hated it there, and the heat was bad, but the humidity in Florida is just like, it's just something else, you know? I last showered, and I answered it yesterday. It feels like the sun is 5 feet. It really does. And you shower, and like you're still gross in like 5 seconds. You're just nasty. That's how every time I felt in Florida, I'm just like, I showered. Like I just got out of the shower and I need to shower again, you know? Oh, sorry, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. The one time I went to GCX down there, I went down there a few times, but the one time when they had it at the Rosen Shingle, which that place sucks now, apparently. Apparently the big jerks. But it was great because the only time I set foot outside was I got out of my truck and they valeted it and I walked in. That was the only time I was outside in Florida for like 3 days until I got my truck again. It was amazing. I was like, I love Florida when I don't have to go outside. Oh, my hat showered. This is a new hat. I've got like 50 hats that all look the same. Yeah, I saw that. Again, if it was closer, I would go in a heartbeat, but I hate theme parks in general. I don't know. I like Disneyland, Universal, like, I don't know. I get nothing out of that. Like everyone, I used to have, we have family members that like go like every weekend. Like, there's nothing that appeals to me at those theme parks. There's just too many people. The food it's not that great and it's super expensive, right? You got to wait around. You just got to constantly like walk around people that are not paying attention. A bunch of like kids screaming. It's just the worst. I don't know. I don't enjoy going to those places. So the Rosen, it was nice because it was all inside. Right? Yeah, it was great. You went to your room, you walked. It was fantastic, but they bumped them. It sucks. It's not cool. It's not right. I'd be like lawyering up. You know what I'm saying? Standing shorter is great. The lines to stand in lines. To stand in a line. Yeah, I don't know. Like we've done it. We've taken the kids. I'll take the kids, but like I just know people that go all the time and they're like, I love going. I'm like, why? You've been there like so many times. But hey, that's the thing. 4 hours of standing in line, yeah. Well, the people that I know like go all the time, like when I lived right by Disneyland, yeah, I knew people that went like every Saturday to Disneyland. But they wouldn't ride. They would just go there. I'm like, that's so much work. Like fighting traffic, parking, walking, waiting in line, taking out all your stuff, security, going through, eating the same like funnel cake. I don't know. It's like, just go to like a vacation somewhere. You have so much more fun. But that's their thing. That's what they love. So who am I to judge? The kid and I would get there first thing in the morning and ride the rides and leave by lunch. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just a grump. Don't listen to me. But I hope it goes well this year. Those guys are the best, and they deserve the world. So all the GCX crew, it's, you know, that was very unfortunate, but they're handling it like champs. Couldn't have better people at the helm of that, you know. $10 slice of bad pizza makes up for it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I joke with the kids all the time. I'm like, do you want to go to Disneyland, or like I'll buy you like a really nice go-kart? You know, if you think of it like that. What do you want? A PS5 or go ride teacups? And have what are those called? A Dole Whip. I'll make you a Dole Whip at home, and you get a go-kart, kids. Yeah, right? So much cheaper. Ran over your foot? Oh my gosh. Immobility. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's a story. Yeah, I used to live right by Six Flags Magic Mountain. And I'm trying to think, the last time I was there, me and my wife were like just married, and we went with friends. And we were there, and we're like, yeah, there's nothing exciting. We took the kids to Disneyland and stuff like that before we left, but my kids just want to go like buy stuff there. They're like, can I buy the stuffed animal? I'm like, I can get that on Amazon for like $5. No, it's $80. And you know, it's a waste of money. So, you know. She was walking around. I should get one of those scooters, right? All right, buzzes. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. We are streaming on YouTube and Twitter today. We're trying it, just some different things. So if you're watching on anywhere else and you have a question, I don't think I have chat on Twitter. I don't know how to read it anyway. So if you want to ask a question or whatever, we're on YouTube or Twitch. So we're working on buzzes, and this kit is like a Ferrari. It's a new Tama Star kit. The bearing edges are just like super clean. We're on Diplomat heads, so they're very responsive, very articulate. There's no muting on these drums, so if I suck, it's very apparent. Like, it's just, there's no hiding it. So it's very articulate is what I'm trying to say. So working on buzz rolls right now, different subdivisions in my comping and fill ideas, right? Without it sounding choked, stiff, or like just rigid, right? We want them to sound very, very smooth and very blending, right? I'm trying to blend the buzz strokes with like the hi-hats and the rides and the kicks, depending on the subdivision and tempo. It should be very smooth, is what I'm getting at. You shouldn't notice it. It should feel like when you're rolling R's, right? Like, I can't do it, but that like, right? Can you guys roll your R's? I'd never been able to do that. Can't do it. Dude, what's up? Dude, we were just talking about like rolling R's, and I don't know anyone that can roll R's better than you. How are you, man? That sax. Speaking of sax, I gotta buy a saxophone. Middle kid. Live environment, let's go. Say, man, cheers. It's good to see you. Hi. Yeah, we're jazzing. Middle son is going into 5th grade. That's when you can start band. And man, I don't know, anyone in band when they were a kid? Do you remember renting? It was like, I don't know, like $10 a month, I think, when I was a kid. I'm super old, I get it. But to rent a saxophone is like $50 a month. I was like, just gonna buy one if he plays for 2 years, let's say. You know what I'm saying? Add that up. That's a lot of money. And I'll get a saxophone. I can learn too. And if he doesn't want to keep up with it, I'll have a saxophone here. But I'm like, $50 a month, that's a lot. You know? It's like, I guess if you go to a gym and you're really going to go like a lot and use it a lot, you might as well just like invest in stuff for your home, you know? Get your own gear kind of thing. 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah. I'm like, I want a saxophone. So I've been like looking around, calling around some folks, be like, hey, you got any saxophones? You know, some of my friends play, and I'm like, you got any ones that you're not using? So hopefully I'll find a good one, but I got to get on that because school starts up here soon. But I'm glad you're doing good, man. It's good to see you. Life's going by quick, huh? These kids are growing up. We're getting old, which is a good thing. But yeah, time goes by so much faster than it used to be. And I realized something. We went camping a couple days, and you know, you're sitting by the fire, and you realize like at night, right? If we're sitting around watching stuff or watching a movie or kids are playing games, or even if I'm working, like time goes by so fast, right? All of a sudden you're like, crap, it's bedtime. Where'd the time go? But I'll be honest, and I highly recommend everyone do this. Just go sit outside and put your phone down, your crap down, or whatever, and just sit there and be like in the moment, and you'll be surprised how slow things become, you know? And you're like, man, you're like enjoying the sunset. You're enjoying just the different bugs start to, you know, make sounds, and the birds go away, and you're like, oh man, this happens every day, and we don't even pay attention to it because we're just in our things, you know? It's 80, 90, so it's a nice ride so far. Yeah. Dude, could you imagine? And I'll be 42, so in 40 years, I'm trying to math, 2060 something, right? It's wild to think about, but think how crazy the world's going to be, right? We watched these like Tesla robots doing stuff last night, or no, this morning on the TV, and they were like walking around talking. They were shooting a Tesla truck. I'm like, these robots, just Google it, whatever these new Tesla things are. They're like Optimus or something. He's got like a cowboy hat on. They're shooting the Tesla Cybertruck. They're like, I'm like creeped out. And then a robot gets out of the Cybertruck, and my one son is like, this is weird. Robots are going to take over. I'm like, yeah. And this has happened within the last like 10 years. Imagine 40 years from now. You know? They're all going to be like RTX robots. It's crazy. So yeah, go outside, enjoy nature, slow down. But when I'm 80 or 90, yeah, it's gonna be wild. Just think, you know, because 40 years ago, it was the 80s, and we thought that was crazy. But we're buzzing today. And if you listen to a lot of like New Orleans music, that Creole kind of, right? It's like, it's that marching band, right? Yeah, Libra. That's where the drum set came from, was New Orleans. They used to have, you know, a dude marching with a kick drum. Boom, 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 boom. Snare drummer, right? And someone doing cymbals, right? And then someone like put a drummer on a wagon, I think is the story, and they pulled him along, you know, those death, like the death marches, like the party, you know, celebrations. The funeral march. Yeah, that's kind of where it came from. It's wild to think about, but yeah, that's where it came from. New Orleans. That's where the drum set. Then you got jazz, right? So you had, you know, people swinging. The ride cymbal wasn't around at first, you know, but that's where jazz came from. That triplet feel. The shuffle blues. They lead it into blues and rock and roll and all that stuff for the 50s. And but the key to everything is that, like, trombone out. It's so good, man. Has everyone been in New Orleans? If you haven't, please go. Obviously, people do Bourbon Street. That's the big one. But go to Frenchman Street. That's it. In that park, that square. Friend of the stream, Stanton Moore, probably one of the best Louisiana like groovers. I don't know, he just knows all the history behind all these drummers from New Orleans, but he's got a club called Tipitina's. Dancer, what's up? Hi. Letting out some ideas that make no sense whatsoever, but trying to keep buzzes in mind, and just like distinguish between doubles or even triples. Right? Woo, it's hard. Mike, what's up? Those pair of doubles. My pair of doubles. How are you, Mike? It's good to see you. I'm out of coffee. It's a very sad time. Very sad time for me. I love this kit. We'll do some paradiddles for Mike. Pepsi Love with the sub, thank you, with the Prime. I really appreciate that. That's super nice. I'm playing diddle rudiments, not necessarily a paradiddle, but like I think people get stuck on one specific thing. Like I'm gonna play a paradiddle, or like a double paradiddle, paradiddle diddle. Like mix them together, you know, like you can play, I don't know, five paradiddle. I don't know, what would that be called? So we have single paradiddle, double, triple, quadruple paradiddle. What's five? Quindiddle, right? Quintuple. Quindiddle, right? Oops, sorry, microphone. I just literally stabbed it in the throat. SM57s have this little like screen, right? That's the rim shot gauge. If you play a lot of rim shots, line up your 57 with that little filter. I literally I think I dented it. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. It's 57. A quindiddle. And then a septiddle? No. What's 6? I don't even know. Jake, what's up? Thank you for the follow. I like your name. That's a good name. And a key, I don't know, a fun little thing. Oh, Mike, what's up? We got two mics here. Mike Malone. Mike, we just headed out earlier. Well, not out, but check this out. You gotta come visit, dude. Focus. Fancy camera. Do the thing. There it is. Whoop. There it is. It's trying to focus on my face. Oh my God. This way. Trying to get it in the light so you can see the sparkle. Look at that. Oh my God. It's so good. Stop focusing on me. This camera's too smart. It's too smart. That's for Mike Malone. How are you doing, dude? I'm sure you had a good last night. But the thing with these diddle things, like you could do a million different things with them. But if you're playing like on a lot of like rock stuff, right? Like Muse. I don't know, those Radiohead grooves. Right? They play like singles, diddle, some kind of like variation of that. Was that the Butterfly song? That's a great song. But put flams. Spices it up, right? That's so weird for me, playing 16th notes. Oh, I gotta just get it. My stick fell too far. Gone too far this time, stick. Oh, man. Da-da and da-da and da-da and da-da. Today's a good day. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's Sunday. I hope you can take a nap at some point today. I'm gonna take a nap. I don't even know how long we've been streaming. But I feel good. It's hot in here, so I figured it's been a long time. There's no air vents. This room is air sealed with like spray foam and like door seals. So after a while, I'm breathing in a lot of, what is it, carbon dioxide? Explains a lot, but it gets hot in here. So playing like with between the kicks, like 16th notes, like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, but then like keeping 16th note straight time here with swung ride pattern. Woo! You'll hear this like, if I slow it down, you'll really hear it. Slow that down. It's one of my new favorite things. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, that like flam between this. I think I'm good. I think I'm ideaed out. I'm just playing the same like right. I'm gonna end it. Happy Sunday. Today was a good day. Buzzes. It's kind of did some diddles. Some new things are coming out. I don't know. Just got to keep doing them, right? Maintain composure. Try not to stiffen up. That's my big thing with these is I just over choke these buzz rolls. But new phrases are popping up. But yeah, everyone, thanks for hanging. If you're on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch, figuring out the multi-stream thing. I enjoy it, right? It's fun. This is a very fun instrument for me, and streaming to me now is just, streaming my practices and me exploring it and helping out you guys if I can. So please feel free to message me or hit me up with questions, anything like that. I'm going to go, honestly, probably take a nap. It's Sunday, right? And we'll probably watch a movie or something like that. But everyone, I'll see you most likely tomorrow or Tuesday. But yeah, everyone have a great day. I'm going to figure out how to end all these streams, right? There's a lot of things that I got to figure out. A lot of new things. Austin, have a great day. Thank you. I love you guys. I'm going to figure this out, how to end all these at once. But yeah, I wish they were all like connected, right? You got to like, each one's different. Each one has all these different things. So come on. World